I was an exchange student twice in high school, once to Japan and once to what was then Czechoslovakia. And I feel like if you really want to be an intelligent person, if you really want to understand anything about humanity, about social studies, even about science, you need to reach out beyond yourself and beyond your culture. I think that other cultures can teach us a lot. Not just about their cultures, but about different ways of thinking in terms of approaching problems, creating art, being creative, and so it's a very enriching experience. So I was very excited to hear that we had a Global Ambassadors program here at Penn State Harrisburg because, for the past 20 years, I haven't been able to afford to travel outside the United States. It's very expensive. So it's nice to have some of the world brought right to my doorstep. We have students from all over the world here at Penn State Harrisburg, and I can learn a little bit about their cultures right here on campus. I've talked with students from China, from India, from different countries in Africa and Europe and South America. And it just amazes me the knowledge that they all bring to this campus that can enrich us all if we took the time to get to know these students. So in terms of why I'm motivated, I think that would describe it. I want to be an intelligent person. I want to do my job better. I want to be a better global citizen, and the Ambassadors Program helps me to do that.
We have so many international students here at Penn State, but in addition to that, I'm generally interested in other cultures across time and place. And I think it's such a bonus to have so many international students here because we get exposed to different cultures up close and personal. And the events that are held are enlightening and they're fun, and I actually participated in one. So I think we're very lucky here to have the opportunity to interact with people from different cultures and have them tell us where they're coming from. This is an idea that I try to present in all of my classes as having an open mind and experiencing the world.
Since a large percentage of our students are now coming from different countries outside the United States, I wanted to learn more about the different cultures that are represented on campus.
Well, you could start out with the little facts that you learn about individual cultures. For example, when I attended the coffee hour in Africa, I was amazed at all the different tribal cultures that existed in Africa. I had no idea. All the different. Not only do you have different nations with their different politics and their religions, but even within a country, you have all different ethnic groups, each with their own rituals, their own dances, their own music. That just learning that basic knowledge about those countries was helpful. But I think the more important thing is reminding myself of the need to ask questions. When I encounter somebody new, not to project my own sort of worldview on that person, but if they say something or behave in a way that I don't understand, to ask questions, to not assume that they have the same values as I do, the same background that I do, the same priorities, or any of that. And not to say that one is better than the other at all, but just to be constantly reminded that we're all bringing something very different to the table, and that before, at me as an employee, before I can start to help or start to contribute to the discussion, I need to understand who else is at the table.
In terms of what I learned, I've learned so much. I've learned how to speak a little bit of Chinese.
Oh, wow.
I've learned that a lot of our students are non-native English speakers, and that I have to be more aware of jargon and slang and the pace at which I speak so that other people can understand me. And finally, how was the experience? I've had great experiences. I attended a Chinese calligraphy event that was wonderful, and I had a very special piece of calligraphy made for me by the artist, which I treasure. And then I got the opportunity to talk about my heritage, my Irish heritage, at the Irish ceremony for St. Patrick's Day. So I got to meet a lot of our students that come from different countries.